Welcome. All right. We're doing a Transformation Tuesday on a Wednesday. Something so powerful that I want to bring to you guys that you're going to love because this will skyrocket your growth, okay? So many of us struggle with, well, how do I forgive this person? How do I let go of this thing? Especially when it's a situation circumstance, because I'm not going to repeat all the content that's out there. There's so much of this. How do we forgive? How do we let go? And I'm not going to go into this. What I am going to go into is how do we let go situation circumstances. So this was inspired by actually a session that I had today, a conversation rather, with a person that I'm going to start working with that was around an illness, a physical illness. And I said to this person, like, look, this is just like the stuff about letting go of a toxic ex. This is just like the stuff forgiving a person. Only you don't have a person, you have an illness that took so much of your life, that felt unfair, that felt not okay. And what you get to do is take your power back. And now, how do we do that? I'm going to go into this. We're getting really, really practical. How do we take our power back from people, situations, circumstances? You know what? I'm actually going to touch in a little bit because there are different approaches. How do we let go of these past hurts? Because with another client, what I had at some point is they were talking about sending love and light to somebody that has hurt them. It was a big mess and there was so much hurt, so much pain, but I am training myself to love them, to send them love and light. And I'm there listening to this, looking at this person as they're talking about all the practices that they're doing, sending love and light, the forgiveness letters, the anger letters that you don't send. I'm sure you've heard this one. And then the forgiveness and what's great about them and all this stuff. And I'm looking at this person asking, have you done a rage meditation, like an anger and rage meditation? And they go, no. Like, well, maybe that would be a good thing for you to do because underneath all this, we've had great moments and, they made me the person that I am today, or all this BS. It's not BS, like it's true. On the side, it's true. But there's a part of you for which it feels like complete BS. The part of you that's angry, the part of you that's a roar, the part of you that doesn't want to write, like a letter that I will never send. Oh, I want to send that letter. Okay. There's a part of you that is just like, what the hell? This isn't fair. And that part of you has the right to be heard. Okay. That part of you has the right to be expressed. So there can be, just give me a second because I do not want my laptop to die. Okay. It's underneath the table. Hold on. All right. So there's a part of you that absolutely believes in this whole, they did the best they knew how. And, because of these situations, because of this experience with this person, I am the person that I am today. That is great. And there's also this, well, that wasn't fair. And I'm angry and I'm upset and I have the right to express that. So whether it is working with people, a lot of us have that, especially in regards to parents. There's a lot of guilt in seeing your parents this way because we want to see, okay, well, I want to connect to the version of my parents that, is a little boy or is a little girl and they're being neglected or they're being hurt. So I want to be able to hold that and understand that there's light in them and, they did what they did because of the reasons. Absolutely. And there's an inner child part of you that wants to say, F you, that wasn't good enough. And it has the right to do that, not to the person, but your inner child to you. You holding what is coming up for that part of you. All right? Because it's not actually about anybody else hearing it. It's about your right to stand in that authenticity and your right to express that. Okay? So situations, circumstances, illnesses, right? Because that's what the person was trying to do today. They're saying, and I got into this work because of this illness. So for the first time, I felt like I lived when working with you. And I was like, great. And hey, I know that this was authentic. I know that when we're going through this, this person literally told me like, wow, for the first time in 50 plus years, I've actually lived for the first time these last 6 months working with you. And I'm like, I know this was true. I know it was authentic. And can you honestly tell that illness, like, F you, I don't like you, I hate you, I don't like this. This wasn't fair. Like living in fear wasn't fair. Having to go through all these procedures wasn't fair. The way that you affected the life, like my life and of other my family members and all people around you, that wasn't fair. That sucked. And expressing that. And that's why it's important because what a lot of us do is let's say you're driving and you have this like, you need gas, low fuel light, and you just put a happy sticker on it. That's not going to solve anything, right? It's not. And that's what we do with this. Okay, I'm sure there was a reason for this. It's like we have old paint on the wall and we're just trying to put new paint. Or even worse, we're trying to put like the paper. That's just going to look horrible. But temporarily it creates this kind of like illusion of, okay, I'm all right. No. So, like I said, whether it's people, situation, circumstances, whether it's an illness, like I said, it doesn't have to be a person. But as this person was talking about their illness, I'm like, it feels like you're talking about a toxic ex and trying to excuse why they came into your life and why it's okay, while a part of you screaming like, this wasn't okay. And sometimes it's not a person. But here's an important part. Anger can never be internalized. No matter what you do not internalize anger. I have so many people who want to work with me or who are already clients and ask, what are you angry about? Myself. It's like, no, no. Be angry at anything, anyone around. Be angry at God. Be angry at your parents. Be angry at your spouse, at your boss, whatever. Be angry at someone else. Be angry at a cup of tea. I don't care. Just something outside of you. Anger cannot be internalized. That is a negativity spiral that you do not want to go down. Okay? Because that's really difficult to get out of. We want to promote self-love. Okay? This is how your ego is going to eat you up if you allow that self-hatred. So, no. Anger outside. And when you can put that anger outside of you, then you can take personal responsibility for the hurt that is underneath that anger. Okay? And from there, you can heal. But if you're internalizing anger, saying, oh, it's all my fault, well, I hate me, I'm so stupid, words that should never be said, by the way, then you're not able to see it. And you can't solve a problem if you're in it. So this is why it's really important to create that distance between the anger, okay, and yourself. So again, really important. If you take nothing out of today, take this. Anger cannot be internalized. Externalize the anger, all right? And then go into what is my hurt? This is where the personal responsibility comes in. What is my hurt? And I want to be really clear. The anger is not blame. It's I am angry at you, not because you did this, but this is the anger that I feel towards you. Like I said, towards a cup of tea, towards God. All right? So you're not blaming. Why did you do that? Why did you make me feel this way? Nobody makes you feel anything. It's your emotions. But once you create that distance, then you're able to take responsibility for the hurt. Okay, the hurt is your own. And that's what we work with. And then there are 2 more layers, and this is what the deeper work that I do with my clients. All right. So again, if there's a situation, circumstance getting really clear, because you can feel this energetically. You can feel where is it that you're trying to put that happy smile sticker on a really bad situation where you're like inside, you're screaming like, I hate this. No, it's fine. It's fine. It all had the right to be. Okay. You can feel the difference. And where it's genuine, like, nope, there's no charge. There's no energetic charge at all towards the situation. Like, I'm done. I'm free. All right. So if you're not there writing it out, I would honestly recommend speaking it out because a lot of us, this area, blocked. So blocked. We're not allowing our expression because we're too concerned what other people will think, what they're going to say about us, how they're going to judge us. And it's really just, we're using other people as an excuse to not step into our power, because you're never afraid of other people judging you. You're afraid of you. You're afraid of you judging you. Okay? So when you stand in your center, you don't give a damn about what other people think of you. It doesn't matter, because you love you. And there's those moments, like I said, the anger, never internalized. If it goes to self-hatred, that's against self-love. That's against your nature. So we don't go there. All right? We don't give that satisfaction to the inner critic. So writing it out, like really a roar of that expression, leaving out the whole, because this is what the person tried to do today. They try to go into, yeah, this sucks, but I understand it. I'm like, no. That has the right to be later. First, we want to empty that bucket, right? It's like to put on a new layer of paint, you have to get rid of the old one. So we want to like have that roar. We want to have that expression. We want to have this, be dramatic about it. Not only, okay, I'm going to try to express, be like dramatic about it. Really express your anger fully, even more than necessary, or the hurt, even more than necessary, or the sadness. What I'm doing right now, body language, that's actually because all these emotions are trapped in the body. They're not going anywhere. So using hand gestures, stomping, things like that. Careful with your neighbors if you have neighbors downstairs. That helps the body release those emotions, all right? And with that, also vocalizing. This wasn't okay. Maybe mirror practices, so saying that all to the mirror. Again, the blame, careful with that one. You're not blaming yourself. You're not having anger there. You're just witnessing yourself speaking that hurt. You're validating your right to express yourself. You're validating your right to feel those emotions, to have those opinions. Because that's the reason we stuff it down, because we feel like, oh, well, who am I to do this, right? Or I should be grateful, so I don't have the right to say that. So expressing all of that. And then after that, when you feel there's no energetic charge, that's when you want to seal that practice with, I'm so grateful for that, because I am the person that I am today. I'm so grateful for that experience. I love myself, okay? And seeing that situation as part of this whole you that you are. That is authenticity, and that is true freedom. So I thank you guys for being here. I thank you guys for doing this work, for releasing. And down below, there will be a link. There's a free event coming up that's going to be absolutely amazing that I want to share with you guys. And I hope to see you there. Much love.